You in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast, the spinoff from the web series The Two Dicks. I'm Al Ducharme in Los Angeles today, and that is my partner, Al Romas, and he's back on a cruise ship. Back 5.5 months on a cruise ship, 2 weeks home, and now 2 weeks back on the cruise ship because he originally signed a 6-month contract, and he has to finish off those 2 weeks. He owes the cruise industry. This is how hot this guy is. They say, we want him for those 2 weeks, even though he sacrificed his entire life for 5.5 months and almost lost his mind. We want him we want that 2 weeks.
I'm a giver, Alfred. Good to see you.
Same here.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm back. I can't. It's a little crazy. It's a different ship, but same class of ship, sister ship, whatever they call it. This is the Liberty of the Seas, which is very similar to the Adventure. But
it's a rosy cruise this week, right? A rosy cruise, a gay cruise.
Is that what, I don't know the terminology. How would you know that? Interesting. I don't know what that means.
See,
rosy cruise.
No, I'm asking you a legit question. You're making it seem like I'm a gay basher guy.
I don't know what that. No, I'm not saying a gay basher. I'm saying you're more of a fan.
Homophobic. I'm a fan.
No, I wouldn't say you're a fan.
You're doing a reverse.
You enjoy the lifestyle.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. I've never heard rosy meaning that means gay. I don't know these things.
I've heard a couple of I've heard a couple of gay comedians say, "Oh, I just did a rosy cruise," and it's a gay.
I don't know.
It's a gay cruise.
I don't
gay
know.
Friendly.
Gay I stay away from them. I like I'm kidding.
Because you're homophobic.
I'm not homophobic. I like I hate all people equally. Let's just say that.
Okay. Have you ever held a gay person's hand?
I'm sure I did. I'm sure I have. I mean, how would you know? You know, I mean, there's so many. So yes, I would say yes to that question.
In church,
but in church, I don't go. It's been a long time. When was the last time you were in church? You know what I mean?
I've been in a church.
When was the last time?
2 days ago.
You were not in a church 2 days ago. That's a lie.
I was in a church 2 days ago. It's called the Little Brown Church. It's on Coldwater Canyon, right here in Studio City. We go there frequently when we do our hikes or exercise walks. If we pass by, we go in and
make sweet love.
And make sweet love in the pews, and then they really pew. We pew it up. No, we actually went in there to meditate. You can pray if you want, but we use it. We're using them. We're lying. We look like we're praying because you have to wear your mask. Yeah. And we sit there and we do our meditation, our TM. We do like about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that working out for you?
I'm still an asshole. I'm still an asshole.
Yeah. The TM. I mean, you were late today. You're disheveled. I don't know what the TM is doing for you exactly. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's a good thing. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. But yeah,
I think it's consistency. We keep falling off the wagon.
Got to be consistent. That's what the pod. We've been consistent. Our podcast has been consistently awful since we started back in April of 2020. And
we have not wavered. We have not wavered from the awful.
That's right. That's right. Every week, twice a week for most of it. Now once a week with an oldie thrown in, and it is consistently. That's what everyone tells you. Got to be consistent, and we have done it.
Doesn't have to be good. Doesn't have to be great.
No,
consistently terrible. We're being self-deprecating here because our fan base has grown.
It's grown.
We're going in the right direction.
That's right. And we're going in the right direction where a lot of podcasts that started around we did, or even after,
they don't
are bailing. They're quitting. They just quit. They go, we can't do it. It's too much.
It's effort. You do have to put effort. It isn't that easy. You got to have a little bit of a game plan. We do a lot of off our cuff, off the flying by the seat of our pants. We do a lot of that, but also we're structured in a way. We have a blueprint. We have bullet points, and we hit it. As a matter of fact.
We hit it.
Today, we're going to talk about a few things. First of all, can we talk about your encounter with the gentleman you had in the buffet on the ship, which is called the Windjammer?
Oh yeah,
Not
not
an
an
encounter.
encounter so much, but there's protocols. You've been on the ship. Anyone who's cruised or thinking of it, there's protocols now. There's a table. Then the table next to that will be empty. You don't, so there's not people right next to you. And when you're done eating, they're going to clean that table. They're going to, really sanitize it. It's not like the old days. You just don't come put your plate down and when somebody gets up. So I had my lunch, finished a little lunch. I get up. I'm not even on my chair. And this old man's right behind me, like breathing his COVID shit all over my neck, just going, "Are you done? Are you done?" Whoa, whoa. Hey there, old timer. I go, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm done. He goes, good. And he puts his plate down. And my plate is still on the you can't, what are you doing? So I take a step or two away from him and I go, you can't sit there just so you, and he goes, what? Are you done? I go, yes, I'm done. You can't sit there though. They're going to are you done? So now I'm in this fucking weird, scene with this guy. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. And I'm trying to get louder because, I think he's probably deaf. And
Right.
I go, I don't think you can't sit there is what I'm saying. And then usually there's be somebody right there to clean. But of course, in this scenario, nobody's there.
Right.
So it's just me yelling.
You look
now
like
I'm yelling at an
guy.
old man.
Yeah, you're yelling at an old man. It doesn't optically it doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good.
And meanwhile, you say old man, but you mean he's like 7 years older than you, right? Is that what
Yes.
No, he's an elderly. He's probably 80, and he's like, no nonsense. He's like, I've got 10 minutes left on the planet. Are you done? Move it along.
Yeah.
If COVID's going to take me out, I'll take my chances.
But this is day at that point, it was day 5 of the cruise. Doesn't he know? I mean, I can see if it was day 1, you didn't know the protocols and things changed. It's day 5. And there's a card on the table, about being sanitized and don't sit here. And when you sit, they turn the card over. So it says, do not sit here because they know some doofus is going to come and sit there. He didn't read the card. He didn't anything. And so now so then I keep walking backwards as I'm like saying, like, I don't think you can sit. He goes, well, are you done? I go, yes, I'm done. I'm done. Done with the whole thing. And I walked away and, he sat there and I guess he had his lunch and I don't know what happened after that. I didn't stay.
He's dead from COVID. You gave him COVID.
I hope so.
You know why?
Hope so.
You're asymptomatic and you killed him. Well, here's the thing. Again, I
killed him.
I give the older people a little bit of, I give them a little bit of, slack.
The business? You give them a little of the business?
And I don't give them the business.
I give them the business.
I know.
What was the business?
I give them a little slack, but
mean?
There's also the extreme other version of that. It's like, hey, I paid my dues, get out of my way. Well, don't be ignorant, be nice. But I get it.
Right.
You got a limited amount of time left on the planet. You're in the
but
final
don't you
innings.
know that we've been in this for a year and a half now? You don't breathe on someone's neck and go, are you done?
Let's go back a couple of podcasts where you're going, I'm done with this pandemic. I'm done. If I get it and I die, so be it. You're done. You kept
worst
saying done.
Worst impression of me ever done. Is the worst.
You said the word done.
For a man of voices, a man who
more than you just said it now.
Voices. You're I'm done. The hell's that? That is awful.
It's a parody. It's a parody.
I don't care for it. I don't care for it. But no, I'm done with it in the sense, but I get it. I don't go up to someone and breathe on their neck and sit at a table that has to be cleaned. I follow the rules. I'm done with the idea of wearing a mask and it just sucks is what I meant,
All right.
But
So I can relate this. I can relate this to the elderly man that I had an encounter with last evening in a parking lot. No.
Hey now.
Hey.
Oh, what? Was he Rosie?
Senior sex is an issue. There's a lot of what
does that mean?
Diseases. There's a lot of venereal diseases transmitted in elderly communities because they
in the villages in Florida.
In the villages, they go skinless. They figured out what the hell. I get a pill.
Drunk.
What's another pill?
Yeah, they get.
I'm taking 15 pills. What's one more?
They're swingers.
For a week.
People are all swinging and literally
swinging their
breasts,
dicks,
their balls. They're just swinging everywhere. It's gross.
The knockers are really
gravity.
Knockers. The gravity knockers.
Gravity is not our friend. Continue, Alfred. Senior sex, please. I'm fascinated by the
No,
topic.
no. This is not where this is going. I went to go see the latest Bond movie, which I'll comment on in a minute. So you had to wear your mask. We're in the movie theater. It's scattered. There's, it's not full, but it's busier.
Is this about, wait. Will this continue with the old man in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Is this the same story?
Yes.
Okay. Because I got to keep you in line sometimes.
I know you do.
Tend to,
I understand.
You veer.
I do.
You make a left off the highway.
I go left, take a right.
Go, oh, fuck.
Second stop sign. If you see the woman, the bare-breasted 80-year-old woman, you've gone too far. So anyways, after the movie, we're out in the parking lot discussing the movie, and I was with Rondell Sheridan and this guy Ryan. He's a film guy. So we're discussing the movie, and then some guy, again, like an 80-year-old guy, comes, maybe 75. He comes. He looks like he's jogging. His body is moving. His arms are moving, but he's not going fast at all. He's going slower than a walk, but he's making this effort.
Walking? Isn't that power walking?
It was half power. It wasn't full power.
All right.
So
full power. Okay, half
and
power.
he's got a hearing aid. I see the hearing aid, and he goes, "Excuse me, are you done?" No, he didn't say that. He said, "Were you sitting in the last row in the movie theater, the James Bond movie?" But here's the thing: he comes right up to me. Up to me. Now, we took our masks off and we're all standing 6 to 8 feet apart. And he comes right in the middle of us and starts addressing each of us like right up. So I'm stepping back. And he keeps going up to the other guys like 3 feet, 2 feet, like right in their face. And it's like, dude, you're 75. There's still a pandemic. I don't care if we've all been vaccinated or not. Give a little space. And he was just trying to report that he found like a wallet, a clip wallet, and he was asking us. Very nice, but he forgot. Did he forget that there was a pandemic and that people aren't like that close?
I don't know if they forget, or I think it's been a year and a half. I think people are just fading back into the way we were and all. But was it anyone's wallet? Did he have?
No.
Did you?
We all checked and we said thank you very much, but we all took a step back and he kept like engaging us.
Oh yeah. Well, he was probably starstruck, for God's sake. He was starstruck. Couldn't believe he was talking to Rondell Sheridan and Al Ducharme in a parking lot. The old timer was he was beside himself. He was ready to ask for an autograph and a picture, but he panicked and said, "Anyone lose a wallet? That'll get me in to talk to these."
I think he was a sexual predator, and he was a senator or something, and he was trying to give his hand signals. And that's a gimmick. That's a gimmick. Try to get us.
You should have filmed it. We got to go viral, man. That would have been awesome for the pod. You know what I mean? You get a hand job from a senator. That would blow up. That's all we want. We don't care what it is. We need to blow up. So if you need to get a hand job from a 75-year-old senator in a parking lot, you fucking do it. Understand? Take one for the team.
We need to blow up. This podcast episode is imploding. And you want to blow up.
I have fat fingers, by the way. That's what I was on Facebook and I misspelled a word. You ever go on Facebook and misspell something and then then a friend of the friend has to comment to let you know, "Oh, you misspelled it." And I go, so I wrote, "Oh, sorry." I go, "Fat fingers," just as a joke. Mm-hmm. About 2 minutes later, my Facebook page is a big message bold. May go against our standards.
Because you called yourself Fat Fingers.
Would you like to delete your comment now?
Wow.
Mike, I said I have fat fingers. I was insulting the fat finger people of the world. This is where we are right now.
Oh my God.
Fat fingers is troublesome to people. That could trigger someone. And make them very upset. You have fat fingers. Oh, fuck!
That's worse than mine.
Jump off a bridge.
We discussed that in the past, where I said "you dog you" to somebody.
Right.
He was with some pretty woman. I said "you dog you," meaning
yeah.
And in the guy circle, that means like, "Hey, man, you're a stud," But I said "you dog you," and he did the same. I was in jail for 24 hours.
I don't know what it is then. What do we, I mean, I like Facebook. I'm not going to be like, fuck it, I'll get off it. And we need it for promotion and stuff. But where are we with that kind of thing? You know what I mean? Nobody other than Facebook is offended by fat fingers. They're making shit up now that people are offended by. It's like, do you see Dave Chappelle? Do you see his special, the new one?
I heard it's really good.
It's fantastic. It's
but
great,
people,
brilliant.
there are people on chats shitting on him because
who probably didn't see it. They probably didn't even watch it, to be honest.
Well, that's like the church condemning a religious movie before they see it. You know, they just go, you can't do that. Did you see the movie? Maybe it's pro-Jesus. Maybe it's pro-God. Did you see it?
But he came out with an agenda. I mean, his whole agenda is the hour is going to be, about gay and trans. I'm going after them, but I'm doing it in my way, and I'm defending myself, what I said previously when they got angry at me. And he makes all his points, and it's really well done. It's great. But the idea that, and then they're like, we're going to cancel. We want to cancel Dave Chappelle. It's like, all right, good luck.
Good luck with that one.
That ain't going to happen. Ain't happening. And then I saw last night a clip on Twitter. He was at the Hollywood Bowl with, Snoop Dogg and all these guys, and they gave him a standing ovation when he came out. And he said, if this is being canceled, I fucking love it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not canceling Dave Chappelle.
No.
Just stop it. And there's no reason to. He didn't do anything.
No.
It's cancel culture.
I'm having
cancel us.
It is.
Let's get canceled.
I'm a defender of free speech. I'm a defender of the comedy stage. And yes, do we get away with a little bit more than, say, a politician or someone else, a teacher? Do we? Yeah, we have a license to push those boundaries, to bring out these questions, to use satire. But there are comedians that have been canceled. I'm not going to mention names where I'm
for different reasons. Though, not on
for
stage.
for different reasons. And some of them I'm like, well, again, I defend the freedom of speech and the stand-up comedy, but this particular incident, I can see why they were canceled or they lost a gig, because they were hired to do a certain gig, and they say certain gigs were hired. The cruise ships, for instance, we're told, hey, don't go in these areas, please.
Right.
And for the most part, if you stay within those boundaries, you can do what you want to do, but you don't push the envelope in those boundaries, you're okay. Is it putting a lid on my freedom of speech?
Yes. But it's a deal you make. It's
but
like
you accept. Do you want this gig? Here's what you can do.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I accept.
That
doesn't work for me. I'm going to go do this other gig where they don't put. Okay, then that's your choice.
It's like anything in life. You're making a choice. If you want to go to a bar gig for $100, you can say anything in your world. There you go. Freedom. If you want to take a better job, they may have restrictions on it. It's up to you. You can
Corporate
say no.
show. Yeah.
I have friends who don't do cruises. They're like, I don't want to be restricted. I'm like, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's great. That's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
That's your choice. I haven't done an adult show in 6 months and now tonight I'm finally doing one. First time. But they told me on the other ship, we're not doing adult shows. So what am I going to do? Walk off and go, fuck it. I have to curse. I must curse. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you and I have been in this game long enough that we are we're pros, and we can adjust to most situations. I say all situations, but we always get that new curveball that we're like, what? But there are other people that are seasoned comics that no, stick to my guns. This is what I do, and I totally respect that.
I do too, and it's just a choice. And but I don't want to hear either from them though, because then a lot of I know one or two that will be like complaining to me about, I'm not making enough money and this blah blah blah. The comedy clubs suck. And I'm like, dude, I try to help you get on cruises when you told me you can't be restricted. So you can't have both.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You want to have the freedom to say what you want. Well, then you're gonna have to work in places that now are maybe not booking you as much, because comedy clubs are looking for guys who draw. That's all they want. They don't want, you're funny, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I need a guy who can draw. And if you look at the comedy clubs across the country now, most of them, you won't even recognize a lot of big acts or names you don't know.
Right.
But if you look into them,
followings.
they have huge followings, huge
social media followings without being a household name, like sold out 5 shows. I keep seeing,
Right.
I'm like, wow, there's this whole new generation of
Yes.
comedians that are big within the comedy community or their own following.
A lot of them are podcast stars more than they are comedians.
Yep.
You know, I mean, like someone like we had Mark Norman on as a guest, and he's blown up, but he's a very good comic, great comic. But he's also has a big podcast, so he sells tickets on the road based on his podcast. The fans of the pod come to see him, and then they're also his audience. About half of them have seen him do stand up, and the other half they're podcast fans. But
he did.
These rooms.
He did also grassroots in that regard because he developed his own audience and his own following, and he went 100%. To Comedy Central. He went to Comedy Central. He went to Netflix and said, "Hey, you know," they turned him down for his 1 hour or half hour. So he went out and filmed it himself. He's got like 7 million views, I think, on it or something on YouTube.
And now over 7 mil. Yeah.
He finally got his Netflix, right? Did he get his Netflix or Comedy Central? Somebody.
He got a half hour Netflix that's going to be out around Thanksgiving, and he's got a Patreon now. He's got his 3rd Patreon going. He's got one with Joe List, the Tuesdays. He's got one with Sam Morril, We Might Be Drunk, and he's got just the Mark Norman Patreon where he's filming himself,
and he just throws it up there, and he's killing it. So the industry could not deny his success because he would go to the Improv in Austin, wherever it is, Dallas, and he would sell out 5 shows, like 3 in advance, and then when he was there, they'd start selling out the other. They
add shows.
He'd add an afternoon show at 4:00 in the afternoon, right. And they're writing him this huge check, and he's like, "Oh, turn the cameras off!" Oh, dude, they showed a clip of him on Rogan, and he goes, "Yeah, you have kids. You have 2." He goes, "You have 3 kids," and Rogan goes, "2." He goes, "Oh shit! Oh, I thought one died." You know, he's just like, and Joe lost it. He's like, he's just like so funny. Yeah,
but there's older comedians who are annoyed, like they don't like. I mean, even though he's funny and he's very funny, but they just are annoyed because guys with big podcasts, are selling out comedy clubs, and they're the day of the couple going to the comedy club on Saturday night.
No,
just blind. They're over.
No, people
who go to comedy clubs now look who's there.
They do the research,
and then they buy their tickets in advance for the people they want to see. The walk. It used to be when you and I were just in clubs all the time. People just came in on a Friday night. They didn't know who the comics were, because we were on evening at the Improv or Caroline's. But if you didn't see it that night it aired, you never saw it.
Right.
I mean, there was no YouTube. There was no way to see this thing. So you had to just, in the moment. So to build a following was almost impossible as Al fades away. What the fuck?
No, I did. I had to mute my phone. It was blowing up.
It was blowing up. 1 message in an hour. It was his wife saying, "Pick up milk on the way out."
No, it was a messenger thing came in, but my security camera keeps giving me notifications because of squirrels.
Oh, okay. Did you see Russ Nagel had a video? Russ Nagel, comedian, had a video. He went out to check his flag on his doorstep and he fell. He went right down the stairs.
No,
the ring got. It's pretty good.
Oh,
video,
I did see that one actually. I'm sorry, I did see that one.
Yeah. Russ could have a salad or two, man. He got a lot bigger than I remember.
He's a big listener. He's a Patreon member too.
Well, I'm just saying,
he's got pandemic weight. Yeah. See, Al lost Al lost 31 pounds.
Right.
Whereas everybody put on pandemic weight. Most people put pandemic weight on. And some people that were very heavy, like obese, used the pandemic to shrink down. Al just decided to eat better and stop boozing it up.
That's right.
And you shred, man. But you're also putting yourself out in the market with the ladies, so you look good.
I'm off the market, buddy. I'm off the market. I'm all set. I don't want to get in. I don't want to delve into things, but I'm good. Let's just say that.
Is there a commitment?
I'm just saying I'm good. Things are good. Things are good. That's all. See that picture behind me? By the way, see the photo?
Yeah.
That's from Clearwater Beach, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And that was sent from my lady friend took that picture. So we'll leave it at that for now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But yeah.
I'll pick your brain off air.
You'll pick no brain, sir. There'll be no brain picked.
Was not much to pick from, but yes.
Exactly.
Well, good for you. I'm glad that.
Thank you.
We'll move on. We'll move on.
Yeah, and speaking, she's in Clearwater. I'm in Tampa, and you know who's in Sarasota? We think in a reserve. Who's there?
The man that everyone is looking for, most wanted list, Mr. Do Your Own Laundry.
Yes.
Yeah. Laundry. What's his first name?
Brian Laundrie.
The one who killed his fiancée in
allegedly.
Allegedly. But
allegedly.
John Walsh from America's Most Wanted said that this guy is a murderer and a coward. And the video, he's, you know, all my years of studying this stuff, that video was typical. The woman was, she was a battered woman by him, and she blamed herself, and she said, I have anxiety. And she did all the tell signs, that the 101 basic stuff that you're supposed to learn of being a battered woman. And they made him the victim. The police made him a victim, separated him from one night. And then he went back.
Did you see when they separated, by the way? That was I thought it was very strange. They sent him to a hotel.
Yeah. They paid for it.
She stayed in the van.
Yeah.
Didn't that seem a little like, wait a second. Wouldn't you
let's put the 112
the girl would go to the hotel?
Yeah, let's put the 112-pound girl in the van by herself. Now we're going to get attacked for women are strong and they should be able to go where they want and be safe. Well, that's just not the way it is. Have the police escort.
Nice. I think we're being nice. A woman should go to the hotel if there's that, and the guy stays in the van. I mean, that's just
he's a
the
dude.
way it should be.
He's 6 foot. She's 5 foot.
Nothing. The little nothing.
119 pounds, 12 pounds.
Yeah.
Give her the protection. Again, guys, I don't think the training for them, they were following their procedures. But one of the 911 calls they received from somebody said, there's a man slapping a woman.
But sometimes you got to go off and just, it's like baseball. You have these analytics, but sometimes you got to manage with your heart. You go, you know what, that guy, he doesn't have it tonight. Take him out of the game. And the analytics say he pitches 4 innings, and then they go, no, he doesn't have it. But they don't play that way. And same with these cops. You got to look at the scene. You got to look at the situation. She's crying. You hit her. You know what I mean? Send her to a hotel. Do things. You just don't follow exactly what you think, because then the guy's driving the van home alone. He drives it home alone, and he's still not arrested. He's still not anything. They don't even keep an eye on the guy, the cops. They don't even know where he is.
They say it's very suspicious. He's a person of interest.
He's suspicious. He's suspicious. Yeah.
And the news goes there to go check on him, but no police surveillance.
No.
Nobody. And they're just going by neighbors saying, no, that car's been there and that car has been missing on this day. And but it didn't match up what the parents were telling the police. It was all lies. The parents were lying.
They should be arrested. There should be charges. They have to face charges. Of course they helped him. You know what I mean? They helped him escape. But how did he escape? The police should have been outside. The fucking 2 dicks would have been in a car watching this guy. You know what I mean? By the way, we blew a great opportunity. I mean, not we blew it, but it would have been an amazing opportunity. Put you and I in an old car across the street from Laundrie's parents.
A 1951 Ford. We'll be in our 2 dicks detective uniforms.
Wouldn't that be the best? Fake cigarettes, styrofoam cups of coffee, and have the media come over and go, what are you guys doing? Who are you? What do you mean? We're on surveillance. Act like we're in character.
Stay in character.
What do you mean? What are we doing?
Listen, pal,
what are you doing here?
We got the lowdown in this laundry. Dirty laundry, if you ask me.
It's a missing broad. Yes. See,
we could have gotten into all the jargon. Yeah. We would have shot it in black and white.
Oh,
well, put a filter on.
So great. CNN and these guys would be like, what the fuck are these 2 knuckleheads doing?
Do you want to go to the entrance of the swamp and do it?
We should do it, man. We should do it. You know? The bounty hunter, he jumped in. That fucker's looking for a TV series. Suddenly he's involved.
So
the whole thing's a circus, man. Her parents are on Dr. whatever Phil or some shit.
did they go on?
Hey, twice, two times in a week. It's like, hey guys, you lost your daughter. Maybe a little mourning.
Her parents.
Yeah, her parents. But what the fuck are they doing on?
Well, they're
How
trying to
about
they want to keep the interest going. Also, there's other cases.
Oh, the interest is there. I'm interested.
There's other cases.
I'm interested.
Where people are saying, how come we don't have other people that are missing?
Well, that's true.
And then we start, it is true. And then we say, well, what about, because she's a white girl? And I'm like, well, first of all, they had a YouTube thing. Van Life, she was hot. Van Life is very big right now. They were documenting exactly what was happening right up until they stopped documenting what was happening. So there's a fresh trail. It's a social media frenzy out there. It was all there. But yes, I'm sure color does have, anybody who's good looking is going to get more attention, or who's considered good looking.
Yeah, no, she was perfect for the media. I mean,
absolutely.
She's adorable, and she's missing, and they're in the van, like you said, and van life. That whole thing is a thing. But I read a thing. There's like 60,000 or 6,000. I don't know which one. 6,000 or 60,000 missing Indigenous women in this cut right now.
Right.
And nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody's looking. And you'll never hear about it.
Indigenous meaning, forgive my ignorance, Native American?
Native American, yes. So like Eskimo and Native Indigenous, that kind of look, that one. And nobody
should have married an Eskimo woman.
Why is that?
Because she went missing, then nobody would look for her.
Oh,
I was trying to make her
say like, I thought you were meeting like for sex or something. Like she'd be, and instead you're looking to murder her and dump her body. Holy God. What the hell, Alfred? That's why I thought you were thinking.
What I'm saying is because
nice and there'll be a lot of
I married a non-Indigenous person, I have to abide by all the rules and the laws. So she's safe. Yeah, she is safe.
Yeah, no, you'll be caught. You can't kill her.
No,
it's not going to work. No. Nope. It
By
sucks.
the way, the very end of the very end of the podcast, we have a clip from The Fugitive that says, "I didn't kill my wife. I don't care." So listen to the very end, and that's apropos. I guess.
I hate to tell you, it sucks for you, man. It sucks, but you can't kill your wife. So
can't kill your
wife.
Dude.
Sorry, dude. But what do you think? Let's make a bet on laundry. Let's put it down on.
Hey, do you owe me a cigar because the Red Sox, unrelated, ADD kicked in? Do you owe me a cigar because the Red Sox beat the Yankees?
No. You wrote me last night saying you owed me a cigar.
I said, do I owe you a cigar? I was a little buzzed. That was 2 nights ago.
And I wrote,
by the way, our Sober October, we're doing Sober October, but we realized that she was going away to Utah to do a gig and I'm leaving on a cruise ship. So we went out to eat and we said, well, let's have a cocktail. And then we had 2 and then we had 3. And I was a little buzzed.
Oh my.
So we said if the Red Sox winning the series? Because they only played 3 games, right?
That was a 1-game wild card.
One game wild card. That's the new rule. They should play 3 games.
I agree.
The Dodgers won. That was amazing. Wow, unexpected. Yeah, three games.
But it doesn't matter. You could play 1 or 3. The better teams, unless something happens, are going to win. Like the Rays were the best team in the American League all year.
Right.
They're going to win.
Well,
they're going to get to the World Series.
Here's the thing: people were saying is 162 games. If your team is killing it like the Rays are, and then all of a sudden you get knocked out because they went to the 1 game.
Well, they wouldn't go to the 1
card.
game. The Rays. They didn't play.
They didn't have to. Okay. So there goes that. But what about the game? What about the ones that just the way it worked out numbers wise?
Right. Well, the Dodgers could have lost that game.
Right.
They won
and they're a good team.
Games. Right. It's not the best system. I agree.
3 games.
I don't think you need it.
They need 3.
I would like to go back to the old days where it was just you win the division and you're the champion of that division. No wild card, just the division.
But they say it. Well,
but
television makes television makes a lot.
And
of money.
You need it for fans. And baseball's dying as it is. I mean, nobody's watching it anyway. And nobody under 40 is watching baseball. So, it's just dying away as it. doesn't have much of a shot. So they got to try to do other things too, whatever that is. But it sucks because it's great when it can be the most exciting sport, even though people will go, nothing's happening. But you watch that Dodger game the other night, bottom of the ninth, a 2-run homer to walk it off. I mean, what's more exciting in sports than or a touchdown in the last second? But that thing was amazing.
Well, it's changed from when you and I would watch it as a kid on television. If we
Babe Ruth. That's why I would go to the
when he was a Red Sox player or a Yankee player.
No, when they traded him, I got him when he was a Yankee, and I had his poster in my room, and yeah, it was fantastic.
That was my father's era.
I think it was before your father.
It was my grandfather's era, but my father was, around that.
You mean era? Era or era?
Era.
ERROR?
Yeah.
Or ERA?
I was talking about baseball and it popped in my head. So
you threw a little accent in there too.
I slip into my accent from time to time. So do you, chocolate.
I don't care.
Coffee.
But my point is, go back. I want to make a bet here, or just see Brian Laundrie.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We're going to come back to that.
We're going to forget.
Do you owe me a cigar? Because
I don't. No.
The Red Sox. We said if the Yankees do not make the postseason, you owe me a cigar. That was the bet.
They made the postseason. That was the postseason.
That was that one game.
Right.
That one. So here's what I'm saying.
I don't know you.
I would have won. I owe you a cigar because that one game, even though they lost, I owe you a cigar. I lost the bet. You understand? Because we did lose the bet. We weren't specific if they made the wild card.
The Yankees made the postseason. You owe me a cigar.
I owe you a cigar.
All right.
I'm not a Welcher, man.
Atabay.
I should have said if they win the wild card. I didn't think there was going to be a wild card situation between these two teams.
I didn't either. Do you want to double or nothing it?
Yeah, because you said you already made the bet. You said that the Rays were going to sweep the Red Sox.
The Sox. So that'll be our double. So we'll do that. No, I didn't say sweep. I said in 4. It's a best of 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. Best of 5. Fuck me.
Yeah. I didn't say sweep. I'm giving the Sox a game.
Yeah.
But if you want to do that.
Well, they already won 5. They already blanked them. 5-0.
I stole home. See the guy?
He was looking at first, not paying attention.
That is humiliating.
That's
like rub.
You don't belong,
nothing, and then you steal home.
You do not belong in the majors. That's not like that. Not this time. That wasn't like the late innings. Wasn't it like inning 5 or something?
It was around 5, around there. And that guy, he had a home run earlier in the game. And last year in the playoffs, the whole postseason, he had 10 home runs, and he's still considered a rookie because he didn't play 162 games because he came up mid-season.
Right.
So the guy's like 20-year-old Cuban. He hit 10 home runs in the postseason last year. Wow. Starts off this postseason with a home run and a stolen base. Holy shit. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Think about what that guy's going to be worth in a few years.
Contract.
Because they got him. The Rays
he's
are
locked
so
in.
good. The Rays are so smart. They have the best scouting in the world. So they got him for at least 5 or 6 years at like manageable money.
Yeah, and but they're going to have to give him some bonuses.
Well, they'll give him bonus. They'll give him money, but he's not going to be able to get the 100, 200 million thing.
If he learns English, he can do a lot. He can do a lot of U.S. commercials.
Yeah.
Although a lot of athletes now, they have like voiceovers and whatnot, and they just show them doing expressions.
He should open a cigar bar in Ybor. You know what I mean? Randy Rosarina's.
Why don't you reach out to him?
Cigars. I should.
After the World Series.
All right. It's a good point. I'll write that down. Reach out to Randy or Rosarina about cigars. Okay. Got it. So you owe me. You owe me an Atabay.
I don't
put that on the record.
Wow. Holy shit. That's $30 to $40.
That's my cigar that I'm picking to win.
Well, I did win one earlier, and you sent it off. Pronto. I'll tell you what, that cigar was fucking good.
It is quite a cigar.
I was talking to BB.
That's really.
I was talking to BB. That's code for Bill Burr, and he asked me, he goes, "What kind of cigars you smoking these days?" I said, "Well, I got this Atabay I just had, and I'm telling you right now." He goes, "Atabay?" Mm-hmm. He goes, "Yeah, I heard someone mention that." I go, "Get one."
Yeah.
And then
Get one, Bill.
and I told you he opened up that big box of Cubans, the real McCoy, and it was like a scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark. It just started glowing. Oh, those are killer.
Yeah, they're killer. Yeah, I mean, Atabey is as good as you're going to get domestic. Really, it's just a special cigar. So, do you want to continue?
No, because because it's a 5-game series, and I didn't put that together.
Well, then I'll appreciate the Atabey going in the mail. And
wait, hold on a sec. Let me think about this. You say in 4, they already have 1. That means
best
they
of
win
5.
Right, best of 5. Ugh.
Well, basically, the Sox have to then win 4 straight for you to win. Well, it's right now. It's a best of 4. There's 4 games left.
Oh, you gave me a game. Okay, I get it. Okay, no,
it's not a smart bet.
No, it's a bad bet. So, do you have something else you want to wager, or I don't want to bet against the Rays?
Did you freeze? Oh,
no,
there you go.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh,
I'm here.
I can't. It looked like you froze up a little. I think it's a shock of you having to spend $30 for a cigar. That was the face I just saw.
Yeah.
You were just like, what?
I got to find it too. I got to find it.
You fucking find that, fella. You get it.
You got to send me your new address.
I'll do it.
Al's got new digs. Al's got new digs. Hashtag fuck pad. So send me your new address, and I'll send that mother off so it's there.
Or do you want to make another bet and make it a double or nothing when they find Brian Laundrie dead or alive? Dead or alive? What's your guess?
Well, going by John Walsh, who said that he doesn't have the courage to kill himself. That's why he killed a 112-pound fiance. They don't have the courage to kill himself. But dead or alive. So did he take his own life, or did he die from being exposed to the elements, gator?
Or
they never find him.
They'll find him at some point, but he's not a Navy SEAL. So even if he was on like the Appalachian Trail, can this guy live out there? Can he survive? He's not a survivor. He's a camper. He's not a survivalist.
John Walsh said, I don't remember if I said this off air or we were recording.
A lot of quotes from John Walsh. It was John Walsh. Was he expert?
America's, 43 years. Yeah.
All right.
He says that out of the 43,000 people that they've captured, he said thousands of them from Florida go up the Panhandle into the neighboring states through Texas and then into Mexico. That's their path. That's where a lot of them get caught, somewhere in there. So
that'll be my path when I run. When I make my run, that's where I'll be headed. When I make my exit.
All right, dead or alive? I don't know.
Then I find an indigenous woman to murder and continue with my life.
So if I pick alive or dead, you're going to pick the opposite?
Lost out.
Are you going to say the opposite? Are you going to say the opposite?
Well, if we want to make a bet, I think I'd have to say the opposite, right, sir?
All right, so it's up to me.
That'd be tough having a bet if we unless you don't want to do it.
I don't want to do this.
Then you go 2 out of base. Then you go 2 out of base. Now you're into the $60 range. You don't want that.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
No.
We'll think of something else next time. So tell the folks when you're going to be back on land and where you're going to be
smoking my Atabey.
Oh,
so when I get back, the Atabey will be in the mailbox. Oh, it'll be exciting. I'll get home. I open the Atabey and go out on the balcony. Smoke it up, buddy.
As long as I know where to mail it.
Oh, I'll mail you. Don't worry. I'll let you know.
Okay.
When are you leaving? You just said you have a cruise. What's that? Where and when?
I'm leaving out of San Diego. I'm taking a train from LA to San Diego.
Ooh.
The train station is, it's like a 4-minute walk from the dock.
You go to the bar car. You have a cocktail.
I got a business. I got a business class ticket, and I'm making the cruise line pay for it.
Nice. Look at you.
So, and it's like 2 hours and 14 minutes versus going to the airport, LAX, 3 hours to fly, 20 minutes. Crazy.
I like it.
So I'm doing that, It's the cruise that I love to do. I try to do it once a year. It goes up the west coast of California. It goes to Catalina Island. It goes to Santa Barbara, sometimes Monterey, San Francisco overnight, and then it makes its way back, and then to Ensenada and back to San Diego. It's a great cruise.
That's fantastic.
I've brought my wife on the cruise. I've also had her fly into San Francisco for 2 days, stayed on the ship with me. So it's something that I really love to do. But get this, because of COVID and the cruise line that I'm on, can't get off. Not allowed as a headliner on the passenger manifest, not allowed to get off. And
that's crazy.
I would have rethought that.
I got off the ship. I got off the ship in Cozumel. I had a great day at Honduras and Costa Maya. I mean, there's no reason. You're a headliner entertainer. What are you going to look at those ports from the ship?
Yep.
That hurts. I mean, I feel
it makes me angry that I accepted it.
I agree. That's just fucking torture. You know, that hurts, man.
Santa Barbara. I love Santa Barbara.
Best.
San Francisco.
Oh, I'm going there in January.
I'll give you a restaurant to go to, a nice Italian restaurant. What?
Yeah.
With your buddy Consoli?
No.
Oh. Blanca bucka wow wow. You go in and out, you know what I mean? In and out, you know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And, you know what I'm saying?
Little wine.
Am I allowed to bomb this? Can I make an appearance? Can we film an episode?
Yeah, if it works out, sure.
You're full of shit. You're so full of shit.
No, that would be great to have you there, Al.
How long are you going for? How long are you going for?
Well, it's going to be a week, but it's going to be like 4 or 5 days in Napa, and then I think 2 in San Francisco. So fly into San Francisco, Napa, back, and then we were like, let's just spend the weekend then in San Francisco before we fly home.
Dude, 5 days in Napa, you can hang out for a day or two with your buddy Al, shoot an episode. A day?
A full day? A full day?
A 4-hour shoot.
Yeah, let's do it. Sounds good. Yeah. Because I know you won't show. Something will happen, so it's easier for me to go.
Well, if I'm booked. If I'm not booked. It's so funny. I just did a gig not too far away. I try to get a gig nearby, and then that's what we do when I say we're going to Napa. No, I'm just saying
we don't. A gig. I'm going to Napa.
Think we went to Napa once without gigging. I like to do it.
Gigging.
I know you're not.
How about that?
I like to try to make some money to pay for the trip.
I understand.
You're in the hole. Boy, you're going to be in the hole. That's our pod.
Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
I'm losing my mind.
Patreon.com/The2Dicks, which is named after our web series. This is the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
What?
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
Okay, sure.
All right. Subscribe. Mary.
Patreon.com/The2Dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.